animation studio in Japan, and we do animation and comic and so on. Today we're working on a project, and we're not fixing the sound anymore. We will be working on blinks and hair movements, so it will be a bit of a tutorial-ish type of live stream, because this video should be very useful for my team later, or anyone who wants to learn how I do, like at least how I do blinks and hair movements in like anime style. This is the character we'll be using, and I guess we'll go through it. I have now less than 2 hours to make this happen, to make like the keys. As you see, I already made like the sketch, like the inks of the still characters, so we'll create like the loop later. Using Clip Studio Paint EX, and I guess we'll go through it. If you have any questions, especially related to animation, it's fine. But just so you know, weekly we do live streams where sometimes it's more like chill. I'm just like working on whatever I have to work on at that moment, for like any animated project or maybe an illustration to chill and so on. And then we have more like a informal talk. Today is more about let's get to do this. Hello Tinis, I hope it's useful for you. Tinis here is part of the team. Let me see. Yeah. Alright, so I'll be checking often the chat, as hopefully the chat, and also my team's server, like the internal chat we have with the team. There's 3 animators plus myself this time, so let's go through it. We have already the ink here. As you see, I separated the hair. It will make everything so much easier. The eyes I put together, I didn't think about that, but you will be fine. We'll start with the hair. Yeah, let's start with the hair. Or maybe let's do the blink. The blink is easier, so let's do the blink. Okay. So will we have many shadows now, because this is a very small thing, so we won't have like many shadows and such. Okay, let's create from scratch animation folder. This will be A will be the body, the static body, not moving. We'll have another animation folder that will, we'll have another animated folder, will be like B, eyes, another animated folder will be like C, hair. Right, so right now we'll just put like maybe like the hair here. Okay, so I'm just setting up everything here. We'll start from 0. Make things smaller. I'm just like setting up things around first. In the body we'll have this like one that I called ink. It will be called 1 now as well, right? 1, because things will move and so on. And then in the eyes, I'll directly create it in a folder 1, and inside we'll have various layers. We'll have the layer of the ink, we'll have the layer of the shadow line, but I don't know if we will have shadow highlight. Okay, highlight line, shadow line, color guideline, and draft. This is how like every folder of every animation I do works. There's nothing here right now. Then I also color it, so it's easier to grab everything. Red, this goes blue, and this goes light blue. These colors are based on the anime industry, actually. Although some might change a bit, like the draft green is how I do things. Okay, so we'll copy this layer because we'll have various frames animated. You'll see what I'm doing a bit later, a bit more clearly. So yeah, this is not for like this can be for beginners if you have questions, but I'm going straight to the animated part. So if you have questions about the software and so on, other than checking out another tutorial, which would be fine, you can always check. You can always put a comment below, or I have another video that I will link in the description later that's about how I set up Eclipse Studio 5 for animation and how I color and ink stuff that would go through that. So this time is like, let's go animate. And I cannot go like very into details to things. Okay, so the body had the eyes in the ink. We have to take that out because we'll be animating the eyes. The eyebrows will not move, so let's be careful when taking this out. Yeah, sure, I mean, this is like a surprise stream. I wasn't even sure it would do it now. But I had the time. I did my workout. I went grocery shopping that I needed food before it gets to 35 degrees Celsius outside. Now we're at 30. Not fresh, but doable. Yeah, I'm just copying this here. And we'll put them in black actually. Yeah, Control U. Opens it down, it turns black. Okay, so you can find this hue, saturation, luminosity in like thing like in edit or something like there. Or something there, like layer maybe. Within the ink. So now in the ink we have the eyes. And let me clarify the poor body that now got stuck. Of course the body will not be green, but now I just need to separate things. We can also hide the hair, so it's not annoying at this point. Okay, so we have eyes at one. Why did I? Okay, there you go. Is it today Wednesday? No, it's Monday. At least for me, I'm in Japan, in Tokyo right now. It's 10 a.m. in the morning in a Monday. Beautiful Monday. Thank you for the likes, by the way. And I should do another live stream on Wednesday. It's just that what I'm doing now I think is very important for the team, so I wanted to like record what's going on. So, alright, let's do the blink. For the blink, I normally, after I have like my main eye position, the second thing I do, we can do it in the fourth directly. The next thing I do is the closed eyes. So I have the onion activated, so I see the previous ones, and usually when I do the blink, I don't put it like below, like here, if that makes sense. What I do is I decide where the eye, like the corners of the eye are. In this case, as you see, like we have like this here, this is coming from here, so more like here, and in this case I'm guessing this, so this is the eye shape, like the corner of the eye, so here and here, right? So that's where the eye, like the corner where it falls, will go, and then we don't go like until the edge, because the lower eyelid also goes a bit up, or at least on my style, or for what I understand, and it's usually done in anime. So here's where the eye would move. I'm also thinking of perspective, so maybe it will look a bit more natural if it rounds a bit to this area. Oh, I was trying to move things. And same here, right? I believe this will be the corner of the eyes, and this will be the, in perspective, how they look close. She has extremely long, beautiful eyelashes, so after you sort of like where the eyes close and look like kind of good, just as a simple line, then you can start adding the beautiful eyelashes and so on. So I think something like this is the shape we'll go through. Maybe it goes too low, so we'll take advantage of the big eyelashes. So does it look pretty now? Like, take out this. Does it look pretty as it is? I think it does. Let me rotate canvas. Actually, look at this. If you go to the navigator window and rotate, you can rotate everything without everything going like super slow and actually rotating the image. You're just working in a mirrored version of your drawing. It's so useful. Yeah, I think that this makes sort of sense. Yeah, okay. So now it's excuse me, time to add the eyelashes with close eyelids, I just increase a lot the eyelash number, especially if it's for a pretty female like this one. That's totally my style. But I'd like to, because it has like these big ones here, I will keep like something here just to make it easier to animate the in-betweens later. As you see, I mix like thinner with bigger eyelash to make it more natural. It's not like everything like this and go smaller, but actually like some big, some small, thin, and then it gets to this chaos, but somehow organized, natural eyelash. Well, natural, like I think she's wearing quite a ton of mascara probably, but hope everything's working. Hey Gabriel, by the way, I received your message, Abel, today on Twitter. I'm just not logged in my phone, so I haven't replied, but thank you very much. I really appreciate what you said. And yeah, I haven't discarded working together in the future, so don't. Okay, I think these are very pretty. Like, they're so long that she could have like a secondary animation, not like just like the eyelash, like the eye blinks, but if we would go like the beautiful, let's say super close up, the eyelashes would go like, if they're like this, it would like, you know. Okay, that's sort of internal joke, not joke sort of thing. Something that we could consider is adding a bit of eyelid line. I mean, technically, okay, saving. Yeah, that's actually important. Let's save. Something like here, maybe. And give me a moment. I don't want to show you the mess I have right now. Oh, actually, there's no mess. Huh, okay. Okay, that's fine then. Okay, I was just saving with another, like, Persian name. Okay, so the closed eyelid, the in-between will be... It will be a very quick, so, because she's not like... If she was, like, relaxed, looking far away, or if she was sad, like, I would decide to go for a very slow blink. But this, she's reading a book, she's very focusing on it, and she's just blinking like pure instinct that the eyes have to blink, and she's not thinking about it. It's just like very quick, like, you know. So we'll just have maybe one in between, and I'll do it, and it will not go to the team. So let's do it. For 3. And in this case, the in-between is not like exactly like this. Actually, it's very close to the open version because it starts closing slowly. Like when you go from, like, imagine like a hand moving, you don't just like move like perfect same speed from here to here, right? Like you start slowly, go faster until the end position, so you get like this effect. If you're waving, the eyes are the same, like it just like it's fast, but still it's when it starts the movement it's slower, and when it closes it, in this case I think it's actually fast, the end, but the start is slow. So that's why animators usually put like the, so it really depends on the feeling of the character and what you're going for. That's what I was saying. But yeah, just like it's quite close to the open position, and because she's reading, she's still looking at the same point. It's not that she's blinking and after she blinks she's looking somewhere else. She's still looking at the same thing. The eyes, like the pupil, the iris will barely move. So remember, important, let's remember where the end, like the eye edges are, so we respect that. In this case we also respect a lot the number of eyelash drama we had going on. Yes, to say, if you're new, welcome here. Today we're doing more of a tutorial type of live stream because I want to film myself creating this for the team, and I thought, well, if I have to film myself and upload it and everything, and then I will edit it and it will take time, I'll just do a live stream. Maybe someone can join, maybe someone can start asking questions already if they have some, and that will be it. It will be already uploaded and ready. Okay, so again, we're respecting where it is. Maybe it's a bit too close even. We could go a bit lower. By the way, we can switch it again. Also in the blink, don't worry about the character not looking pretty. That's what happens. Like, imagine you blinking in a picture, it doesn't look awesome, that's fine. Normally if the end blink, like the closed eye and the open eye, is beautiful, then it's fine. Also the lower eyelid that we had here will go a bit closer to the point. So instead of like mimicking this line or going super close to the close edge, we'll just go a bit closer slowly. Right, so something like this will do the trick. So you see a lot of pixels, but then this is like 700% the size, and so actually this is quite small. Like if you look at it at 100%, something like this, and actually then I add like a filter thing that makes everything look more smooth, so don't think much about that. So she will look a bit down, the pupil will change slightly down, but not much. It's barely noticeable, okay? It's barely noticeable. And so because it's me, the director, and so I'm just working directly on the final, like the ink, but if you're an in-betweener or so on, you may want to try with the draft layer first, go with it, check if it makes sense and so on. I'm just like trying to save a time and go for it. Dun, dun, dun. So I hope everyone had a good weekend, by the way. It was actually quite enjoyable. Because I think I can complete the lines for step 2 by the deadline, but I'm not sure about the shadows. It's fine then. You'll be as close as you can to the deadline. You had a lot of hands to draw. I gave you a lot of hands, so I understand. Thank you very much for telling me in advance. The guy here in the chat is mentioning about the cut I gave him to do. So as you see, I'm following. Maybe I can even add a bit more of eyelash just to make it better. Okay, so that's the link. Oh. And then we go back to 1. So that's fast, right? And now Glitch Studio may start getting crazy. Is it too fast though? It's because the background appears and disappears that it makes like strange effect, but otherwise it looks fine. Yeah, it's this thing. So let's take that out. Also the line changes because the eyes, only the eyes, are black. So let me make this black. Oh, is it number 4? Yeah, this is the one that should be black. these two. And not only that, but we'll also add a bit of that line that we saw above. We want to go. What happened? Some of the scripts to you will not play the full thing well, so I stopped seeing this one. I don't know if it's just me or yeah, we may want to add one more. In this case, we'll add 3 here again. Yeah, that's better. Maybe we could I feel like when they're open they like to stack. Let me look at it in another screen. I think it makes sense though, like she's very super focused, so it gives it a good feeling. Alright, so here's the eyes. Later of course we'll have to add the shadows and so on, so okay, let's add it only to the first one and then I'll continue. So important, the highlight needs the red line. How I draw the red line, it's not just I connect this with this line and this with this line. I think what will be yellow, like white. In this case, if I was to continue this black would come here, right? Which means that the yellow, the white of the eye is here. Okay? What does that mean? That means that the red line goes where this blue line is, not in here. So, let me delete. The red line comes inside here. And same for here, she will barely have white. Okay, here, we'll close that's where we're closing. Not just connect the lines, but actually think of the area that will be already painted in the white. Then we'll have a highlight. I think most likely the highlight or shine eye, whatever I decided to call the layer. Green, the sun comes from behind her, but if we want something, even if it's fake, I normally put the shiny thing touching the white of the eye, but also it touches a bit the white of the eye, but it's mostly inside the iris. Okay, so something like that. And they're on the same side, so it's not like this. Okay, it's not that they're mirroring, it's that there's a source of light somewhere, maybe magic, and it shocks in the same area. And because it would not make sense here because the eye stops, that's why. The second one doesn't have to be necessarily a special exact copy of the first one, but it just needs to be in the same area. So it will be the shiny part of the eye. Okay, so the eyes are done, and I'll let me see the chat. Everyone's fine? Yes. Let me know if you have questions about the eyes. I'll take a very short pause. I'll go to the bathroom and come back, and we'll do the hair now. The hair will take much more time. It will be beautiful. So prepare your questions if you have any. I'll be back, or go grab some water or something. Okay, I'm back. Hydration. Okay. So how to do the hair is based on the like wave principle. I don't know if that's the exact name or how you teach or how you call what I'm going to do, but it's not just like an in-between animation when you have to just draw like you draw the hair here, you draw it there, and then you sort of like do like in-betweens, like okay, if that hair is here and then it's like this, in the middle it will be like this. No, actually it will wave there, most likely go back and come, right? So that's a very interesting principle that I love. It's not necessarily easy, but once you get it, and if you like drawing hair, which I love, it gets very nice. But this is for a loop, and it's a slow loop, so we already did a loop of hair here in this scene, so this will be a very soft movement, so it will not go like crazy. Let me go to the hair for a moment. It will not be like, okay, I'm going like let me see, it's not like super windy and then like going back and so on. It will be a very soft movement, maybe like up until here and come back. So let's do that. Let's prepare the layers as we did with the eyes. Actually, we can just like, this one we didn't use it, right? So just copy it. We'll use it here. Let's put the one inside. This will be called one. Oh no, I did nothing. Okay, so this will be called two, whatever. And it should have nothing inside. Let's copy paste, copy paste, copy paste. Or I'm thinking yeah, because with the hair I like doing sketches very freely. I don't necessarily want to have the folders prepared, so let's just go with this for now. I'm thinking of how to do it. That's easy. Luis, hello. Hello to you. Please note that this channel is for English speakers specifically. I do understand Spanish, so I know that you say hi and greetings. But let's keep it in English for now. Thank you. I didn't know you stream. Yeah, I do. A lot of it actually. Every week I stream every Wednesday on the English channel, and usually the same day I also do it in the Spanish channel. But it's in a different time, so most likely it didn't pop out for you. If you follow me, like subscribe to this channel and add like the notifications, you will not miss the next one. But of course it's up to you. And today I'm doing, let's say again, because I said that we're having new people. Hello, my name is Mar, and I'm the founder of an animation studio. Today I'm working on a project, and because I'm doing something that's very basic and I want my team to understand and other people who could be interested, I'm sharing it. So today I'm really focusing on explaining what I'm doing, but in other live streams we're more of a, like we're doing a chat, more informal and talking about, I don't know, like someone's cat, for example, which is very cute. He's a hunter, and I think he's here. I mean, the owner is here. Hit the bell button right now. Thank you. So you won't miss the next one. So again, today is a very tutorial-wise live stream. So if you have questions, it's better if they're related to exactly what I'm doing, because later I'll share this video. Maybe you're seeing this video later as a tutorial workshop thing. Well, I animate these eyes. I just did the blink of the eyes. Okay, so let me play it for you. Bam. And now we'll do the hair. And I'm thinking how to do the hair that's easily. Whatever. Let's just do it like that. So first I'll decide again, as I did before, how far are we going. So I'll make the body a bit more transparent, and maybe the eyes as well. I like lower the opacity so it's not annoying me and I can see better what I'm doing. This is the hair. So how far do we want it to go? Like, so now it's when I decide the other. Like, this is a beautiful static position. It has a bit of flow, but it's quite of the static position. So I have to think, like, maybe, I don't know, like, let's do it with like oranges. Maybe like this is how far we'll let it go. Something. Again, I have the character, like you're seeing now the full scene here, but let me show you the character. This is her, like this, how the hair flows in her head. So as you see, it should flow in a way that's easy to make it come back. And the wind flows from here, but that doesn't mean that the hair only moves to this direction and comes back. It could also like something like this. This part this is my favorite part. Because I decide how the hair will move. This is this is definitely one of my favorite parts, designing the hair movement. Yeah, he got another bird last night. There you go. There you go. The hunter cat. Wow. Right. If in future, if you're able to interview artists who have worked in anime like Dragon Ball, Naruto, Tokyo Ghoul, or Shinchan, make a detailed discussion video on it. With process video of 1-2 minutes. A detailed discussion video on it. A process video of 1-2 minutes, like them talking about those animes in specific. By the way, I have already interviewed someone who worked in Naruto. Did they work also on Dragon Ball? Wait. So I did an interview of the one of Shinchan key animators. For sure, I mean, she was animating Shinchan actually when I was interviewing her. Then she and someone else work in Naruto. At least one ball, or they work in Boruto. I think she worked in both Naruto and Boruto, and the other one works in Boruto, but I don't know if he works in Naruto and Tokyo Ghoul. I don't know. Dragon Ball. I have the feeling they did, but I'm not sure. So yeah, that already happened. I haven't done interviews in a while. I may try again, but with the corona and stuff, it's not more likely that we'll do it in person. So I won't be able to see their studio. I'm thinking that because this is a very beautiful hair, but it will be odd that the wind always brings like one hair like overlapping the other all the time. So like imagine like at some point that you overlap, you go like this, blah blah blah, you know, the hair. But if it's like all the time like chum, 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 it will look strange, because as you see here, there's this hair that comes up below. So I'm just trying understanding like each shape now. Also forcing that I don't want the hair to totally cover the face. So let's see. That's cute. That's a bit tough for like high movement that I had in mind in the beginning, but I think it could look beautiful. So let's go with it. We'll turn it a bit darker because I think we can go with it. We'll make the body and everything else even a bit more light because I don't want it to mess around. Actually, we could even like hide the eyes. We don't need the eyes right now. I mean, we can have them, but very, very light, just so people who enters sees, who joins this stream sees that she's actually beautiful. Okay, saving. So as you see, I start with the end position. What's very important for the team right now is in between, how I do the in-betweens. But first, let's say here's the end position, and of course we'll have, like, this part will not move. We'll actually copy paste it, but let me draw it a bit so. Also, because she's reading, if the hair go to her face, she shouldn't be able to read nicely. Maybe I'm overdoing the hair. If I overdo the hair that much, the other things will not. Okay, I'll have to lower down this. So, oh, bye. I'm sorry. Something like this. So it's not going that far. Okay. In between. Right now the numbers here don't matter at all, it just matters the order and that I know where things are. So I don't worry about that. Okay, so in between, that's when the fun starts. This hair should be this one. So, and as you see, because I don't think this animation will have the wave thing. So for example, this wave, if the hair blow and then we have it like this wave would first do like go down like this, then this, and then go back here until we have here. So this is in betweens one over the other to go from this hair to this hair. As you see, they overlap in very strange ways. We don't have like a hair going like this. You'll see, hopefully you'll see why in some point around. But right now we're doing a very slow, like slight hair movement. So we'll indeed work with an in-between of these two hairs. We see that this line goes above now. So this bunch of hair goes like this bunch of hair divides, because here you see there are two short ones, like thinner ones, and it goes overlaps on this one other. So most likely we'll go from here, we'll go separate, actually most likely we'll go back, you don't have, not all the hair moves at the same speed, right? I don't want to be rude or make Mara uncomfortable, but Prana, your nickname is very controversial, distasteful with those swastika symbols. I have a question. Do you animate all portions of the hair at the same time, or do you work on them separately? As you see, I'm working on all of them at the same time, like one frame at a time, but I check on them separately, if that makes sense. Yeah, by the way, like what we call the spastic, it has many meanings in, I think, in different cultures. Could it be? Like even in temples in Japan you can find it, and that was quite previous than their usage, their new branding that they gave it in the Second World War. So yeah. So the hair will divide. So for example, this will start, instead of like this one is clearly this one later, right? So it doesn't change much, but I will make it move slowly. It will start barely moving until it moves a bit more later. Actually, this shouldn't move much, so I'll have to fix the second, the ending position, because it is like very tied to the, like it's like this, right? I tied my hair behind my ear, and the wind should not move that. If the wind moves that, then the rest should be going crazy. Okay. The next, so as you see, I keep checking before and after. We have 3 spots and 3 as well here, but they look quite different. So probably this will divide into and these two will gather together, so something like this. This will follow the, here, like right now it doesn't match anything, so I'll just make it match here. This will just move a bit slightly to the front. We didn't draw this here, but so let's do that. It's fine. I mean, I also, okay, I'm reading the chat, so let's be open. So thank you, Bruna, for apologizing for your concern that you had from someone else's nickname. And also, Belle, please, let's understand that not everyone has the full picture yet, so it's fine. Let's not call people things. Okay, so again, we don't have like, we have the same wave here, style that the wave we had here. If we wanted to move it, we could, because it's a very slow movement, so maybe we could actually do a very slow, like it goes here. How thin is it? It's quite thick. So let's thicken it. It's like hair is a lot about like deciding which hairs do we split and which hairs do magically get wider. Like in this case, this gets quite wide, as you see here. But it's not worth like putting it together with something else, so that's why I will just like make it wider gradually. It's a lot of testing as well. See, like when I do this, I check this many times with my eye, then I'll check the fringe. So that's why I do this test like many times. I'm checking different things on how they seem to work. Okay. Yeah. Because that's something important. We will not go back to the same position just like reversing the frames. We will have a flow of coming back. Okay, we're learning new things today in the chat. I will not read it because it's not related right now, and as I said, today especially we're doing a tutorial style of live stream. yeah, we're learning new things. So see, from this wave, this part of the wave will go down, which means the wave goes down a bit until it gets here. So this wave, which equivalents to this one because this hair goes up, this wave goes here. The waves flow down in the hair. So here, see, up, middle, down. That's the wave flow I'm trying to create. This hair, it's just a separation from here. I'm just making it go up like very fast because it's very thin, so it doesn't destroy the flow. Here we could have the same effect. Okay, so let's see, 1, 2, 3. Where does this go? Okay, so there's a lot going on in here. So from this wave, we can assume it's like this, it goes to here. How do I make that happen in a natural way? Okay, let me see by the way that the work chat is working. Emails, everything's working, quality is good. Alright. Okay. So if anyone have questions with does my explanation make sense? On how the hair works, because I'm not explaining like, okay, we'll have one hair and like this, if we have this hair then it blows this wave, it comes here, so there's a new wave, and then in the end this will go here and we'll have a new wave. There's a new one coming from below, this one became this one. So I'm not explaining exactly how the waves would work, but I'm trying to explain it on the hair directly, on how I'm not only making waves, I'm also separating parts of the hair. I'm also thinking on how strong the wind is. I'm thinking that this won't have like everything like perfect width, but some parts will be like more like just an in-between to not create like a very strong wind effect. Animating fire might be similar to animating waving hair. In a way, yes. I mean, if it's like fire explosion or magic fire, it may be different, but like the flyer going up, yeah. But it has much more randomness on it because it goes faster, right? Fire might be more simple than hair. Hey Enio, how are you doing? Nice to have you here. Okay, so we're animating this hair. I'm thinking about this area right now, so let me observe. I think wait, because I'm thinking how to explain it and how it works in my head, and wait. Yeah, I think it will have to come, it will have to divide. Oops. So come here, very, very close to the other one, and then it goes back like this. So we'll have a very big separation actually here. Because from this wave we're creating a big wave like this shape first, that then goes here. Say like one wave, the curve to the left that we start here is what turns a curve to the left lower than. Good. I think this makes more sense than it looks like, and here we'll just whatever because we cannot see it. Okay, so let's see how it makes sense. By the way, this will be so long, so much longer. Should be yeah, 4 second even animation. I'm just making it closer now because okay. So let's go with this area first. Again, the names you see here don't matter, it's just the order. Yeah, fire is a bit weird because fire moves by its own energy, not just blowing in the wind or following movement exactly. And there can be wind on fire. There's also how fast it burns. You have sparks. I must say, have I ever animated fire since I learned proper animation? I don't think so. I made similar effects but not fire necessarily. I've just seen like tutorials or other people do it, so I cannot explain by experience, just by what I observed. But yeah, fire is not, I wouldn't say it's easy. Okay, so the ending position is the green one. Let's hide. Yeah, I was getting a bit confused by the background. So let's go full speed now, like half speed with this one. Here's the easy part because the fringe shouldn't move that much. But still, it can be a bit difficult to understand, so I have to keep checking. Which point is which. Yeah, in the animation school we actually had like various exercise of hair. Like some animes, they will just like do like this hair comes to this position and they'll just like do the part in the middle because there's no time in that point to make any between. That would make, if you make like a proper animation of flow of the wave, it will look like too fast or like too odd. So there are some points where the hair really doesn't wave, it just like falls like that. It doesn't like move like that. It's just like imagine like this straight hair, so it waves a lot. But if you think of my curls, they don't wave that much because they're heavier, so they just like literally just move like this. They don't like do the full flowy beautiful thingy with wind very easily. They just like so we had like many exercises also like with like short hair characters, like so like Naruto style, where that's special. That's very special. But it happens a lot, especially in kids animation. You have to know how to deal with that. Is this line correct? Is this line coming here? No, no. This red line becomes this one. See? And this becomes this, so the middle is actually in this area. No, I made a mistake. No, I didn't. No, I it's correct. Okay, so it's Naruto hair is like animating grass. Yeah, I think grass flows more than Naruto's hair. I think I could. Hey Mara, David Lake. Hey Chess Rank, how is it going? I think a good source to study fire effects is the show Avatar: The Last Airbender, since most of the bad guys heavily use fire. That's true. That's a good one. That's a good one. There's a lot of anime with good fire effects in them. That's what I mean. For example, Boku no Hero Academia, like My Hero Academia. I think also has like good fire animation, and I feel like I'm missing something with fire that I've seen that was very good. But a lot of fire animation is usually explosions. Also thinking of How to Train Your Dragon, but that's CG. But still, it has like various different types of burning. That's very interesting as well. The one you are doing right now would be high budget, right? Because of all the in-betweens. Yes or no, because like actually we're just animating the hair. We will not, like, the body will be a copy paste. So we'll see. Like it's very fast. It's faster than it looks like, and it will not be in betweens like ones. It will be in twos. Okay, like even if the eye is special, the blink is very special because it has like its own pacing, but this will be like 6 to 8, like 8 frames per second, so it's not that many frames. I'm just making sure, like with the keyframes, that I'm explaining properly how it works and everything. And actually I see that I should speed up because I want to finish this today before my other job. So as we said, here we're going for a more traditional in-between style, because there's no point of making a full wave right now. Then this is coming here. Already divided. Is the other one too. So this one is making a full wave here to go back here. Okay, that's why it's important to do, like, to really understand each hair. Where does it come from? Also we see it starts from here and here, so the in-between should be here. I had good, yeah, had a very good. Maybe. Like here it divides, right? It divides into two, so it's fine if here it's actually very thick. Okay, this is the same, doesn't change, whatever. Okay, I'll leave for a moment. Give me less than 5 minutes, I'll be back for a moment. Actually, I have questions. I'll reply them soon. Give me less than 5 minutes, I'll be back. Okay, my stomach was saying, feed me. Yeah, I have to go prepare some food soon. But I think I've already explained a lot. Okay, so questions. It will be a bad idea or good idea if I import my 3D models environment from Maya and mix it with my 2D characters. Well, it depends on the style you want to go for. It's not like a bad idea per se, but there's many people who, for example, doesn't like that, wants it to be 100% 2D or just apps 3D for like cars and robots. So it really depends. Like if you see like the idol animes where you have like the animation is mostly 2D, but then when they dance it's all 3D and you can actually tell the difference. So it's your creative decision. Month of Flies, look at Angel's hair in Angel's egg. I think we're talking about fire here. Goku, Super Saiyan J something. Hair is like Lotus. I'll check. Another question. For animation, is it better to use a sharp brush or a somewhat blurred one? And Serenis replied, for the fan light world, generally no blur. We add blur after coloring, exactly. And is it raining? No, it's not raining. It may be the fan. My computer. No, it's not raining yet. Today we'll get to 35 degrees again, apparently. Husband said that maybe we'll get close to 40 degrees Celsius, and in the night it will storm. So I did my groceries before, and I'm not leaving the house again. I love going to walk, but this summer is being really challenging. And about the question of, yes, like I'm working with a sharp brush because then after you color it, you add an effect. Because after, like when you color, you want a sharp brush, so it's easy to color. Okay, I'll speed up and I may shut up for a bit, so please understand if I don't go through all the questions. I really want to finish this as a good tutorial workshop for the hair and so on. And if I don't reply to your question, just come back on Wednesday. We'll have another live stream and just ask again, and that will be fine. And remember, you can add like subscribe to this channel, activate notifications, and then you will not miss it. But otherwise, I should be here on I'm thinking of the wave. I should be here on Wednesday at 1 in the afternoon on Japanese time, which is right now it's 11 in the morning. So like in like a bit more than 48 hours basically. Excuse me. Wow. Thinking of the waves. So from here we're going there. I think here we could go like the top point of that. Oh, this look is so cute. I love hair. I love hair. Goodbye, Zernist. Oh wait. Okay, Abel is going. Goodbye, Abel. And please stay here, Zernist, well, if you want to. I hope Mari will sing a song after the stream. Wait, have I ever sing a song in the stream? I try not to, just in case the copyright happens. But then, not that I sing that well, that Google would notice. But then when I work and I'm happy, I usually sing. Or like, na 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 something, you know. I'm staying until the stream ends. Okay. Dun 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 dun. I'm thinking. Oh my god, why did I stop singing? I was just thinking of the hair. Ah, what did you do to me? Did you? Oh my god, that was a very obvious influence you did on me. You made me sing. How did you make me sing? Okay, I'm confused. I don't know how to do this part. So from here we have to go there. Okay, let's go unplugged here. So let's go with the hair in the back first, and I'll be able to. So as you see, the wave is going up. So we're starting to create. So we go from no wave to the left to wave to the left. So let's start create this wave. Should start above, right? So I'm starting to create a bit of a wave here so it can go back, go down. And because there's a wave here, it means that the hair is going farther, not in between this. This would be bad animation. It's going farther. Bad animation, or there's no time animation, most likely. Like, there is no time for the hair to move properly, so, or like enough wind strength, so then yes, it would be fine if you do the animation just in the middle of this hair and this hair, and you just go in the middle. But in this case, it's fine. This is correct. From this we'll go here, so in this case most likely let me think. Normally I check the wave in the top first and see how I make it go down, and then the rest of the hair just it flows naturally how it should be. In this case I think it's fine to do an in-between, because just by doing an in-between the wave will go down here too, right? When I round the wave, like normally I round like the top point of it. I hope that makes sense. It's easier said than done. Yeah, like I'm checking like this one now. Yeah. Also the point of hair is going well. Also I hide the like this layer, so I can just see these two now, and I don't get distracted. Okay guys, I think in 10 minutes I'll have to stop. I explained more or less how the waves work. To make the hair go back, I may leave this like now, like here right now. But what I will do is show how I will the hair go back to normal, because this is a loop. So let's do whatever here. So the one I wanna see it, and this one I was created, I don't want the distraction right now. So right now I just select the 2 and the 1. 2 is the ending position when the wind blows, and 1 is when it rests, okay? It rests, not rests, whatever. Who cares about English and correctness and people understanding you when you can just like power of suggestion, keep going. It's coming for a stupid question, but I wanna ask, your boyfriend is also an animator like you? Actually, I don't have a boyfriend, I have a husband already, and he's not an animator, he's not visual creative, if that makes sense. Well, sometimes he draws things, it's like more like for fun, totally for fun. He has more of an office job right now. And so he says, Mara, I forgot to draw thumb on frame 20 in step 1. Oh! Then please add the thumb. Let's not cut people's thumbs. Please add it and continue. I know that means like the scary faces because now you will be late, but we need that thumb. So please, Dionys, do whatever you can. I mean, sleep, be healthy, but please do what you can. Okay. So basically, we had the hair going up, like for example, this one went up, and now this wave needs to go and calm down until 1, which is easy because as you see in 1, we already have a wave here. So from here, we're going here, 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 then the line in 2 will go in the middle. Isn't it easy? It's easy, guys. It makes sense. It makes sense if you do a good wave. So see, from the 2, like the pinks are the past, the greens are the future frame. So see this wave from here to here. So we just need to make an in between. Like now it gets easy if it's well done. Okay, so that's it. We just do an in between here. Also because the wind is blowing very soft, it doesn't really it's not like we will not do how do you call it, a rebound. Like for example, the hair was here in the beginning, it will blow and go back and go back. It will not go back here and then rebound here until it falls again in the middle. We'll just do like this part, okay? So like goes and goes back to the same position and try if that works. If it doesn't work, it's very easy to just add like the rest. Does that make sense? So from this one we're going here. So yeah, now it's easy. Now it's very easy. Oh wait, no, because yeah, it was good. So maybe this one is more tricky because it was in this position, it went up, and it will rebound. It has to rebound until it comes back to this position. It will go. No, actually, we could have it overlap still. Yeah. Here, same, it just falls back to the initial situation. In this case, it's almost the same as we did when going up. Let me show this. So here the fringe separates differently, and then it should go back almost the same way. So for C, this one, I'll actually just copy. I'll mostly copy this one. But maybe in another speed. So for example, before we had like a very low speed, so now it will be more an in between. But this is how it will go back, because the hair is, the wind's blowing from the back, so the fringe shouldn't be very affected by the wind. So as you see, something like this. And now we go back and we show everything else. Okay, so here's it. Let's actually delete this one because I said that it's distracting. Ramon, Mario, you make it look very easy, but for me it's really hard. For me it's also hard, if that makes sense. I'm really using my brain now, and I'm explaining it in a live stream, so psh. What's the alternate option to become a 2D animator without drawing skills? Flash, like using Animate and motion graphics. You could do that, like using templates or shapes, you know, like explainer videos and stuff. That's still a 2D animator. Like for example, you like have like writing something and then you move the picture of a hand, like writing it. That's a classic explainer video, so technically you're still a 2D animator, but I think that's not what you want. Construction worker, oh dear. I mean, you can work like being a 2D animator without drawing. As I said, you would then rely with a computer. If you want to be in the 2D animation industry, as Theory is saying, you could be a voice actor, you could be a production assistant, you could be a colorist, you could be so many things really, like an editor, you could be the composer, you could do effects, you know, I don't know, like maybe like the stars shine and you do that with After Effects. You could, there's many positions really. Accountant, please, we need accountants and someone who deals with the taxes and stuff like that. I need help. If you knew all the paperwork I'm going through right now. I'm on it. I will not say I have it figured out because I don't, but I'm on it. And so far, it doesn't look like I'm doing it badly. I have until March to have it perfectly figured out, basically, but I'm on it. Okay, I'm thinking of this going down. I don't think we want it to. So this one, why do we have like, what's this? We don't need this, right? Yeah, we'll put the hair slowly going down, not as much. Like I'm mixing beautiful waves with more traditional in between. Because as I said, it is not a very exaggerated big wind blow, like super slow, super lots of frames sort of thing. So see, this hair looks very cool. But to go to this position, it has to go a lot. It has to go to the back, actually, because we are creating a wave like this that then it will wave below. So yeah, something like this. This hair is falling slowly back here, so that's totally fine. And getting together. So this wave, remember pink is a pass frame, is coming here. So we need a wave below there. I think this is it. So now I'll show you what we just created, and I'll have to let you go, otherwise I will not finish today at all, like the keyframes I wanted to do. Actually I wanted to just do it all myself, or as much as I could, so it was then super easy for the in-betweeners. But yeah, I prioritize explaining to the team how it works, so then even if I don't have as many K animations today done, they will understand how I think of it. And anyone interested will also see, like, as you see, like any position of hair, it's actually quite beautiful, so without getting like odd shapes. Save. A musician to create the music for the animations, true. Or yeah, sounds, totally. And sound effects even, like there's people looking for the sound effects. Like the steps or things like that, like closing a door. How does a dragon sound? You have to design like a dragon, how, like mixing like, I don't know, like a bear with an eagle, with whatever, with like a trumpet. Investors of an animation project, yes, salesperson, please. Accidentally, when I went to Asian Academy to study to animation, they taught me 3D instead. Yeah, I also went to study audiovisual communication, like, yeah, the visual communication university. They said that they would do animation, but that was like a 3% of the whole thing. Like it was like 80% or more just cinema, like film, and a bit of TV, film, radio, and like one class of animation too. You can learn animation by studying 3D, but then learn drawing and apply the same principles with your new scale drawing. That's true. Foley artist? What's a Foley artist? I think I heard of that, but the meaning doesn't come to my head right now. Okay, guys, let me focus. Let's create a GIF and let's show it to you. Let's make it big. Opening the folder. Poly, not Foley, I guess. Poly? Like poly... I cannot get like poly... Okay, I can't. Poly artist is the person in charge of creating the sound effects. Ah! Okay, so we don't see the hair, we're seeing something else, which is a spoiler. Crap! Sorry. What did I say? I said nothing. Do you have to edit this? Ah, okay, so we have to move the character because I don't want to move the frame, and I have to delete this because now you saw another animation. Actually, I can just move it here and I'll move it back later to the chair. Is everything on opacity? Does everything have the opacity on? Yes. Okay, let's export again and we'll be done. I've got a book about Foley. Oh. Thank you so much. See, we're learning many things today. It's not just me doing the tutorial. We're doing a very nice live stream. Yeah, I think it's a good look. As you see, there's a lot that's not done yet and things appear and disappear, but if you focus on the hair, I'm checking part by part. Like in general, I don't see things moving strangely. The fringe makes sense, it's not very big. Left area needs a bit polishing. And the right area seems fine. So that's the hand. Yeah, okay, so I'll be working on that. Like I'll finish these frames that I started, so I'll clean them up. I'll like finish this one, for example, that's missing a part. I'll clean them up, and then maybe with 1-2 more in-betweens to help the in-betweeners. Like 2-3 more keys to have the in-betweeners, at least like sketch even, like maybe not cleaned up, and that will be it. It will take me more than 20 minutes, but it was very important for me to film this. Have to cut this video, so maybe I will lose the views and the likes because in the beginning we spent 10, like maybe 5 minutes without sound, and then if people find the videos like, oh, this is about, and with reason, I wouldn't judge. I would do the same, like, oops, oh, they made a mistake. I guess I don't stay. So yeah, I will have to edit this live stream, or maybe I'll keep the live stream and upload a new version because I'm recording the screen, and that's it. I learned I was racist, but trying not to be racist. Yeah, I also, like, at some point I also believe, like, only associated that symbol to only like World War branding, but then I learned more about it, especially coming to Japan and seeing it on temples. You're like, okay, I guess it comes from a long time ago. I mean, it's a very basic shape, so it makes sense that someone used it before, actually, like trying to, like, now you put a new branding to a triangle or a rectangle or a sphere. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. If you have questions, please keep them for our next live stream that should be on Wednesday, and or leave them in the comments, that's fine too, and then maybe I'll check back. And I hope you have fun. I hope you learned. We've done this blink today, like the blink of the eyes, and the hair. I explained how I work on hair, which is a mix between usually in-betweens and wave shapes to make it flowy and more beautiful. I love hair, but I should not overdo it. So, I'm going, and have a very, very great day. Goodbye. Oh wait, questions. I thought good have so much was link to admit it was wrong. Yeah. When will you stream in Spanish? Most likely on Wednesday as well, and it should be or either on Wednesday or Friday, like Japanese time. And yeah, I mean, if you're following the Spanish channel and subscribe there and like activate the notifications, you will get it. Give me a moment, maybe you can add the link somewhere. Give me a moment. I have to open two more things. Where's my link? Cheat sheet. Okay, there you go. So if anyone's interested in the Spanish channel, it is here. Subscribe, activate notification thingies, like click on the bell thingy and you will be notified, because the Spanish streams don't have a specific date as the other ones, because of the time zone. I try to like overlap, sometimes morning or sometimes afternoons, depending on what I'm working on, and then either people on the American continent, like full area, can meet me easily, or it's super late for them, but then people in Spain can talk. Okay, thank you very much. And no, I mean, don't worry. Mostly like tutorial thingies. I don't know. Actually, I cannot promise, but yeah, I'll have good content for both channels. I'll try. So I think that's it. I really need to go to Animate. Bye bye. See you soon. Have lots of fun this week. And